life, sex, goals, and oh, hell knows, this is Midlife Craving. All right, we are back for the season finale of season 3. I can't believe it. And I'm so excited because we're going to wrap things up with the most popular questions that I've gotten all season. Lots of good stuff.
Can I just say, help she's kept me in her basement for 2 weeks to record this.
And Zach is back. Always. You know, you're the end cap to every season that I have. And I love
am definitely a finale.
Yeah, you're a good wrap it up guy. Yes. Okay, so we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. You know, what I'm craving. We have questions. Everybody always asks me, what's my favorite vibrator? What's my favorite toy? We're going to talk about that. Also, updates on, you know, where's Baywatch been? How has he been doing? A lot of people have asked about Uncle Mo. What else? Lots of good stuff in here.
Lots of good stuff.
Yes.
Some lifestyle questions. Everything.
Yeah. Yep. So it's a free-for-all, and
as it
ask
always
away.
is with Adrian.
I am wide open. That's the way I like to live my life.
Yeah, she's sitting with her legs wide open, full man
They
stance.
are kind of spread. They are kind of spread right now.
You do man spread. You know, that big dick you got swinging down there.
Mm-hmm.
So first question, speaking of Baywatch, where is he?
Baywatch is doing really well. I talk to him like every now and again. I'll shoot him a Snapchat. He's the only, it's funny, every time he's the only person I'm friends with on Snapchat. And like I chimed into him when it was 1 year since the lifestyle party. And I was like, hey, a year ago, like, can you believe it's been a whole year? And he was like, holy shit, he's doing really well. Very much in love. I'm so happy for him. I can't wait to see him make beautiful babies with her. So he's doing awesome. I miss him very much, but you know,
I hope his wife knows that he's been ruined though. Like,
yeah, right.
Like,
I know.
Nothing she ever gives him will even come close to
no.
that
you know
one
what?
night.
That's the life. That first lifestyle party was absolutely fucking phenomenal. But I will say, you know, we both gave each other what we needed at that time in our life, right? Like, he brought me back to life. I was really low. I was spiraling from Prince Charming, Mr. July, lots of stuff going on. And he was the bright spot.
Yeah, he was just a good guy.
Oh my
versus
God.
the other two who were ding dongs.
And you know what? He showed me how to have fun again. That's what Baywatch did for me. And I just completely adore, and I will love and care for him forever. Call me when you're 40 and you're divorced. But I just...
oh my God, you would so be Blanche Devereaux.
Fucked up
Come
am
on.
I? But I am so happy for him, and I love seeing him doing his thing. And he's one of the best souls I've ever met on this earth. So, okay, next question.
That's so sweet.
I know, I miss him very much.
Well, now let's get to the dirty stuff. For somebody who's never used a vibrator before, what do you think is a good first option?
I love a good bullet vibrator.
Oh, one of those discreet, small pocket
doesn't
vibrators?
make a ton of noise, isn't very intimidating, and has like 6 settings, easy to use.
So not like one of those ones that look like a dragon dick that flops around.
Yeah, those are for more experienced people, and I can teach you how to use those too. But yeah, so one of my favorite vibrators that I've actually really enjoyed is Coco from tracysdog.com. I know I'm partial to them. I absolutely love them, but it's the quietest vibrator I've ever had in my entire life. And it's
good when there's a lot of people in the vicinity.
Well, you know me, I'm hiding in closets and shit, rubbing them out.
Right.
Okay, I mean, for real. Like, I got kids in the house, like, you know, and you do what you got to do. But I think it's a very, it's not intimidating, easy to use, and quiet, like if you're nervous about it. And so Coco on tracysdog.com and use code CRAVERS20 to get 20% off.
I mean that's
it's
win-win.
$50. Yeah. And
Save money
highly
and
recommend.
get off.
Highly recommend a bullet vibrator. It's a great beginner vibrator. And get a dildo too. Go fuck yourself. I love a dildo.
I feel like that's a t-shirt. Get a dildo. Go fuck yourself.
You know, I'm famous for giving gifts like vibrators, clit suckers, rosy dildos. And I'll say, go fuck yourself. Like, have a nice day.
The Santa Claus of the sex toy world.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, so those are my recommendations.
Speaking of all these questions you've gotten, all come through your DMs. What is your best DM and what is your worst DM?
What, like so far? Or you mean like this season? This season.
Let's just do this season.
I get a lot. Okay.
Men, this is where you want to like crank up your radios and what to do and what not to do to women.
Well, by far the best DM that I got was from Cozy. And it was perfect timing. Like the timing was perfect. The content was perfect. His humor, like it was all good. You know what I mean? From beginning to end. And Cozy coming into my life was a huge blessing. And so that was my favorite DM so far. So not like a tip for guys, but be authentic and be genuine.
Absolutely.
That's what he was.
Tip for people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Just be real.
Yeah.
Don't be flashy. Don't be showy. And my worst one by far was, I hate an unsolicited dick pic. I just really hate that.
Even gay men, as gross as they are, don't really like it.
I mean, and it's just, especially if your dick's not that great. Like, so this one guy, I don't know if he had like infantigo or what is that called?
Like baby dick?
I don't know. Like, had like, it wasn't like a rainbow dick, which is fine. It was like, okay, it was long and it was crooked and it was like narrow, like a pencil dick. And then it had like discoloration, like it looked like he had like an infection. Yeah, but different. Because I actually think that's beautiful.
He just had some pigmentation blotches.
There was this something going on. I don't know if he had like surgery. Maybe like he put it back. I don't know what the fuck was happening. And I just thought to myself,
so men, learn how to face tune your dicks.
Like, why would you say that to me? It's not appealing. I would not want to put that in my mouth.
I'm almost positive, and if there isn't, it should be. There should be like just a network out there of women who dick shame men who send unsolicited dick pics.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there probably is.
I mean,
there's an app for that somewhere.
There has to be.
Yeah. But yeah, so best was Cozy, hands down. And I'm spending the weekend with him. So excited. Next weekend. So
we're doing weekends now.
Follow me on Instagram at Midlife Craving. I'm going to let you know all the details. I'm so fucking excited to meet him. I can't even tell you. You think I'm going to fuck him?
Yes.
I think
Adrian is going to fuck him.
Well, he's Dominican, and I love Dominicans. Like, he's just so hot, and he's just such a good fucking guy. Like, you heard him on the episode; he's amazing. And so, anyway,
Cozy, you have something to look forward to.
vice versa. So anyway, okay,
right. So speaking of where in the world are people, where in the world is Uncle Mel? People want to know.
A lot of people have asked me about him over the last few weeks, last few months, and it's been hard for me. I actually haven't addressed it or talked about it with anybody. And he could very well be listening right now. And I just want to say, some people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And he was in my life for both a reason and a season, right? He showed me how to take that look in the mirror. He really helped me with my growth and healing after all of my spiraling behaviors in 2021. And I will forever treasure my friendship with him. He was my brother, right? And I don't know what happened. I think we both just, went different ways in life. And we honestly haven't talked. We haven't talked since... I think it was around the time my friend Katie died. I was going through a lot and he was going through a lot, and his life was changing and so was mine. And, it's hard. It hurts my heart to talk about it, to be honest with you. You know how I've been feeling about it. And, so he's not in my life anymore, and maybe that will change one day. I don't know. I mean, there's no bad blood. Like, nothing happened. Nothing went down.
He was a trunk, not a leaf, but he wasn't a root.
Yes,
like
we talk about
he was there to support you.
Yeah, and I supported him as well, by the way. It was very a mutually beneficial relationship, and I miss him very much. It was a big void in my life for sure, but I will always love him. I wish him nothing but the best, and we'll see. Sometimes that happens, like in life when you
just grow apart. Yeah. I mean, some of the people I was closest to in college, I haven't talked to in years. It's not that they're bad people, anything crazy happened.
Yeah.
Just life happens.
But Uncle Mo, if you're listening, I love you. You know that. Nothing has changed. Nothing will ever change with that. Nothing but the best. And I'm just so happy for you, and I hope you're doing really well.
I don't. Don't put that in, but that was great.
I fucking hate you. But you love me so much, you just hate to see me. You hate to see my heart hurt. I might keep it in.
I don't wish you harm. I just don't wish you well.
I wish you well.
I wish you the life you deserve.
It's like Cardi B.
Yeah.
I wish you well in hell. Anyway, oh my God. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. It was just too funny. Okay, so next question. What or who is on your list?
Like right now, this week?
Yes.
Like, do I have a roster?
Don't you?
When I was going through my tonsillectomy and stuff, like the only constant that's been in my life is my dom. I just love him so much, and I can't wait to see him again soon. But anyway, sorry, my mind was like,
Yeah, right. Dick.
I don't really have a big roster. I don't know what is a big roster or what is a roster. I just do whatever. Like the other week when Youngblood was like, I want to come over and fuck you in your dust filled, shredded up fucking wooden floors house. I said,
thank you
sure.
for saying house because you were that could have easily described anything else.
I'm like, yeah, sure, come on over. I'm kind of just doing me and whatever I feel like doing right now. Do I have a couple players? Absolutely. I mean, Hot Dog, I love seeing him.
Not Hot Dog.
I love seeing him. Youngblood, I'm going to fuck him again.
Can we please at least rename him Oscar Mayer? Like, Hot Dog, I mean, I feel like that's something you name somebody because they smell like hot dogs.
Oh, also, I reconnected with someone from high school, so I'm planning.
Wow,
with
way
him.
back from then.
Yes, 1999, saving the best for last.
God.
Yes, boo. So yeah, I mean, I have a couple, but not. I don't have a target. I don't have anybody. I don't know. It's a weird question to ask, but people ask me all the time.
And people are weird, so it makes sense. So, any new cravings lately?
What have
Just
I been
in life
craving
in general?
lately? Yeah, I love this question, and I think it's something to ask yourself. I would say like every quarter, what am I craving right now? Am I fulfilling that craving? I'm still craving one-on-one attention and one-on-one time. Group play and threesomes are fucking amazing, but I crave that one-on-one connection. There's no doubt. So still craving that, always wanting that, and I'm just, I really am just have been in the mood for just like deep, hard, penetrative fucking, hardcore fucking,
So
passionate
that's craving
fucking.
lately? Or
I mean, that's like in life in general, always.
That's your lowest.
I know something I'm craving is morning sex. I want more morning sex. I got to find a primary partner eventually.
So that actually leads well into the next question.
Okay.
What traits are you looking for in a primary partner? Gentlemen,
Man,
start dusting up
That's a loaded question.
Start getting your resumes ready.
Someone who's confident but not cocky. Someone who would support and understand my crazy lifestyle. Like I'm busy. I'm a busy bitch.
Support as in support or support as like be supportive?
I don't want nothing from nobody. Just be supportive. And one of the biggest complaints I get from men in my life is that I emasculate them. And so someone that's confident, super confident and strong and secure.
That has their own.
Very secure, yes. And open, very open to explore, try new things. I can be me. You know what I mean? Like we can fuck in my sex swing and then go play at an arcade.
Which, can I just tell you, the sex swing is a game changer.
What did I tell you?
Guys, girls, anything in between, get one.
Told you.
Get one.
Link on my website,
Yes.
midlifecraving.com.
It is
the best thing.
Yes.
By the way, funny story. My house is being renovated and shit. Every fucking worker was like, "What?" They were looking at me, looking at the hook, looking at me, looking at the hook, and I'm like, "It is what you think it is." That's all I said.
Like,
it's covered by a hidden camera. It looks like a camera now. I had to cover it. Like my family was like, "What is that?" Oh my god! Like Dad.
Yeah, right.
My dad was like, Jesus Christ. They know who I am, so. And they support me. 100%.
I mean, they literally raised you. Like, you are their monster, so they shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Anyway, so, God, there's a lot. But the main things is confidence, security. Like, they need to be secure within themselves. Have some healing. Like, we've all been through shit. Like, please be healed. Like, I'm not fixing you. No man-childs, none of that shit. A grown-ass man. And someone that also doesn't have, I'm not dealing with any addictions, no smoking, drugs. I'm not into any of that shit. By the way, so many people do cocaine. Oh my God. Shoo.
That just seems like such a waste of money. Like
that's
what caffeine's for.
Ice. Like I'm hearing like Migos in my head. Okay, go ahead.
Speaking of 1999.
I had 1999 Migos?
I was just talking about Ice Ice Baby.
Oh.
I don't know what a Migos is.
Never mind. You don't know.
I'm too young.
No, but no. And you never will. Just move on.
Wow, I feel like I was insulted right to my face. Fuck you, Adrian. I love you. Next question. Speaking of being open, what were some of the things that surprised you to learn about the lifestyle that you didn't expect?
My God, this is an awesome question. And people ask me lifestyle questions all the time. And I'm not an expert. I'm still relatively new to the lifestyle.
Yeah, you are a novice.
It's been what, a year and a half? And
I
feel like
3-4 parties?
I've been to many events.
But like I'm talking like actual like full on like the lifestyle party.
Yeah, too. Another one's coming up.
Oh, yes.
So yes. And I feel like I'm always learning. But even the veterans that I know in the lifestyle, they feel the same. You're never going to master it, right?
Well, because there's nothing that it's individual to each couple.
Yeah, yeah. So, and by the way, I really want to explore it as a couple. But anyway, I feel like the biggest thing that I've learned is that you have to communicate everything while your clothes are still on. I underestimated that. Mm-hmm. And like every detail, by the way, too. Like, how are you going to feel if your husband comes across my face? How are you going to feel if your husband's cock goes all the way down my throat? Mm-hmm. Like, right? Like, think about those explicit details. Those are things that I definitely have learned. And I'm always learning and evolving. And but what I love about it the most is it's okay to make mistakes and learn from them and grow, and others share their stories with me. And I love that. Like, I learned from my sex positive friends and my lifestyle friends, my God, almost every day, And so I'm always learning. That's what I'll say in the lifestyle. And I also want to say I learned how much I fucking love an MFM. Oh my God. 2 dicks and me. Oh, God bless.
So a good follow-up question is, have there been any situations where you didn't communicate before the clothes were taken off?
Oh, yes.
And something
Several.
bad happened?
Yeah. I've had, not bad, but just awkward. Yeah. Or, oh shit, we got to take a moment. Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like if you're in the lifestyle and there's, it's much like a relationship. There's a honeymoon phase, right? So you're like, this is fucking amazing. It's sensory overload. There's cocks and balls and you're orgasming and you're fucking feeling amazing because you're free and you're fucking hot people and they're fucking you and you're having the best time ever of your whole entire life. Like, I can't even explain what it's like at first. And then you make like a little mistake and you're like, oof, like I've had a couple times. Absolutely. And I think if you're someone that's in a lifestyle and you've never experienced that, then maybe you're just ignorant in the room or you haven't been in long enough. And I think it's very normal to have those situations.
Well, I actually feel like that's good advice for even people in a close relationship. Like, you need to know what the boundaries are before you kind of get into it. Like, yeah. So yeah, good communication, open, closed, whatever type of relationship.
The lifestyle taught me how to communicate like never before. And I've never seen such healthy communication in relationships before in my entire life. So for people who judge or people who have issues with the lifestyle, really, we're out here living the most healthy lives that I've pretty much ever seen when it comes to relationships. Let me just tell you, because everything's on the table. It just has to be. So, and I love that. Yeah. Non-monogamy is for me. Ethical non-monogamy is 100% for me. That's a big thing that I learned in the lifestyle. Found my tribe, my people, my lifestyle.
So switching gears completely to Betty Crocker moments. What is your orange crush recipe?
You know what's funny is I get lots of dick pics and questions about the lifestyle. Or Adrian, what toy are you loving? Or, where's Baywatch? Whatever. And a huge question I get all the time is, what is that orange crush recipe? For me, I like grapefruit, but it's the same thing, just a different fruit.
And grapefruit's gross.
Did you? Man, no way. I love
no,
grapefruit.
Don't
oh
like
my God.
It.
Did you know that the orange crush originated in Maryland?
I did not know that. Look at Maryland actually being good for things.
I know. My favorite dive bar, Harborside in West Ocean City. My best friend Jen introduced me to that place way back in college.
It's really nice to know that something other than STDs are coming out of Ocean City.
Yeah, I have some wild times to share. I'm dying to have her. Maybe next season I'll have her on the show. That'd be awesome.
That could be an entire season. Fun times with Jen and Adrian.
Oh my God.
You guys, I've heard some of these stories.
Oh my God.
And I by no means have not lived a life, but I feel like such a sheltered little lamb.
Let me tell you, my 23rd birthday, infamy. I mean, just nothing.
I'm really surprised you don't have a slew of arrests.
I know, I don't have a record. Knock on wood.
Yeah, right? Oh
my God.
You were lucky.
A cop once did drive me home in the 90s. So, but anyway, okay. So my recipe for the orange crush. So if you Google, hold on. So if you Google, I'm going to say it like Baltimore. I hate that. All right.
Well, you say it, then I'll say it correctly because I'm not from Baltimore.
Google.
Google. That's how you say it.
All right. Well, if you Google, it is the Harborside Orange Crush recipe. You can have it right there, screenshot it, whatever. But what it is 2 ounces.
So if you guys do your own research, you too could drink like Adrian.
Yes. So it's 2 ounces of orange vodka, preferably Smirnoff, 2 ounces of triple sec, preferably La Quinta.
Oh, La Quinta.
Yeah. Juice of 1 orange, and then topped with lemon lime soda, preferably Sierra Mist, which they don't sell that anymore. What is it called now? Pop or some shit? I don't know.
I don't know.
Mist?
I'm not about Sierra Mist. I was never about that.
I use Sprite. Right. So I usually use Tito's, 2 ounces of Tito's.
Not orange flavor, just regular Tito's?
Yeah, I usually just use 2 ounces of Tito's.
Don't lie. You use as much as your spirit tells you.
Burping. Huh?
You use as much as your spirit tells you. This bitch ain't never measured in her life.
I do. Well, no, I don't.
No, you don't.
It's a 1-2 count. Okay. So 2 ounces of orange vodka. I use Tito's. 2 ounces of triple sec. I just use whatever I buy at the store. And then the pro tip that I like is a real orange. You're not using orange juice. You're not, you know what I mean? So
that is a definite game changer.
I bought a citrus crusher, and that is the game changer. And I use grapefruit, and then I top with Sprite. That's it. They're good, but they are dangerous. Be very careful.
I mean, my favorite drink, this is actually the drink at mine and my husband's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It was Ciroc Clementine vodka, orange juice, and Sprite. You can't taste anything. And if you want to mix it up, make it a little bit more summery, put some pineapple juice or some grenadine. But
God, your wedding was so classy. I had infused vodka and beer kegs. Okay.
Well, I mean, that is the difference between us.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I love drinks where the alcohol isn't the predominant flavor.
Yeah.
But you got to be careful as you stand up. It's like, oh, I have been drinking all day. Fuck.
Yeah, Orange Crushes will put you on your ass.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's from Harborside, Ocean City. And if you've ever been to Ocean City, Maryland, Harborside is my favorite place by far. An amazing dive bar. Love it there. And my siblings make fun of me all the time because every time we go there, I'm like, do you guys know this is where the Orange Crush started? They're like, oh my God. They say it before I come in. They're like, Adrian, before you say it, did you know? I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Right?
You know me. I'm a repeater.
Yes.
You know, oh my God, I know. Go ahead. Anyway.
So next question. Is Captain Morgan still your favorite toy, or has he been replaced?
You know, I do love the OG Flo. I love her. I really, really, really do. But nobody loves me and I don't love anyone as much as I love Captain Morgan. That is the OG clit sucker on tracysdog.com. It is the OG for me. I've had it since 2017, and he's old faithful, baby. He keeps on.
You still have the original from 2017?
Yes, 2017. And I use him I run out of battery twice a week. Mm-hmm. So
talk about the Everlast.
No shit, right? I mean, I just love him. He loves me. He's got me through all my hard times. So yes, he's still my favorite toy. And again, it's the OG clit sucker on tracysdog.com, and you can use code Cravers20 for 20% off. And 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Now, it can be an intimidating toy. Like, it looks a little intimidating, especially with all the buttons and the shape of it or whatever. So send me a DM on Instagram if you have questions. But yeah, best toy ever.
Okay. You heard it from the sex toy expert's mouth.
There you
go. Now to get away from your vagina and onto your head, what are you currently reading? What are you doing for your brain?
I don't read that much. You know, my lifestyle friends, we just started
they pay me to lead, not to read.
If I do read, though, it's like self-help. So I am still finishing The Ethical Slut. Love that. And I'm currently rereading The Four Agreements. Amazing book. I think if you're going through any phase of self-discovery in your life, it's a must read. The Four Agreements.
The Four Agreements.
And the Ethical Slut is great too. So I don't read that much. I don't have a lot of time, but because it puts me to sleep.
I'm a big vacation reader. Like,
me
I'll
too.
read a couple books
traveler.
on vacation.
Yeah, when I went to Disney,
like at home, like I have home things to do.
I know. I wish I was more of a reader, though.
Yeah, I mean, I love reading, but it's very
back
sporadic.
burner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so speaking of self-help and discovery, any advice for someone going through a divorce?
I have lots of cravers going through this phase of their life, and people ask me all the time. And the biggest thing that I say is allow yourself to heal. And I mean post-divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people, they'll start dating right away. You know, you'll move out. You'll be going through your separation. The first thing you want to do, like you said, is get under someone else. All fine and good. What is it called again?
Call back. It's called a sexorcism.
Sexorcism. Yes. Okay. And all fine and good. And shake what your mama gave you. Like, I'm not going to judge you.
Go have fun.
Exactly. Have fun. But focus on healing.
Yeah, no new relationships.
Yeah, you're not going to get in a real serious relationship. You are broken.
Yeah. Rebounds are not...
It ain't a thing.
Relationships.
Yes. And, you know, and listen, I was guilty of it in 2017. I had no business.
100%.
Yeah. Yes. And I had no business getting into a relationship with Prince Charming. I was so broken. And oh my God, like, I don't even know who I was back then because you're spiraling. And something else I also want to say too is remember that you're in purgatory. Like when you're going through that phase of separation, you're waiting on, because like your divorce day is a very big day. People don't talk about that. It's very emotional and it's weird. Like and especially if you're doing a divorce where you're in court or you're even mediation, like you're at a table.
Contested divorce.
Yeah. Like you're at a table with someone you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with. And they're like the biggest stranger.
And you're arguing over fucking like airplane miles or like something like that.
Yeah. And it just fucks with your head like you wouldn't believe. So do what you want to do, but just remember that like you're not in any way, shape, or form healthy until you're and then have your divorce date. It's a big monumental shift in your life that day. I don't care what anybody says. And people don't talk about that. And then take the time to heal. Get a therapist. Therapy is sexy. Yeah. You know, I'm talking to a guy right now and he's like, I had therapy today. And I'm like, I love that. Like, you know what I mean? Like heal yourself. Take accountability, look in the mirror, because you're just going to carry that same baggage into your next relationship.
Absolutely.
If you don't heal.
You cannot carry that baggage into a new relationship. I would give the same advice I would give to somebody who's like, when do I know I should start dating? Like when you're happy with you.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. If you cannot be happy by yourself.
Yes.
Do not be in a relationship, especially after a divorce, because you are still going through it.
I'm going to tell you something. The 60-day no D or no P diet, it is a magical, very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very liberating and self-exploratory time in your life. Mm-hmm. And I feel like everybody should have that at some point. Just to jump into another relationship is so unhealthy.
I agree.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So on to partners in play. Do your partners know when you are seeing different partners, or do you keep that to yourself?
You know, people...
Like does Hot Dog and Youngblood know about each other before anything happens?
You know, do I tell them no? If they ask, yes. If they say to me, like, are you seeing anybody else? I mean, I am full disclosure and absolutely transparent.
I can attest to that.
Yeah. Like
from the day I met you.
And I actually had an experience with someone that I went on a date with, and he was like, so like, do you have a roster? Like, how many guys are you talking to? And I could tell he was very uneasy. And I said, you know, yeah, like I have a Dom and I was seeing Youngblood and I had, Hot Dog. I mean, I think it was like my same current players. And he was like, how many times do you see them? And like, that sounds like a lot. And, you know, and I just thought to myself, like, oh, you're such a good guy, but yeah, this is not. And then, by the way, don't ask if you don't want to know, because I'm not going to lie. Yeah. It's like someone asking, how many people have you slept with? Number one, I don't fucking know. Number two, is that going to change your mind if you're going to fuck me or not? And number three, don't ask if you don't want to know the truth. You know?
Yep.
Ignorance is bliss. So
I tell you that all the time. It's like, do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to make you feel good?
Yes, but I'm not a feel good. Yeah. I'm an honest bitch.
I usually wind up just being honest because if you want me to feel good, I'm not your mom. I didn't give birth to you. I don't care about your feelings.
I mean, really. And so, no, because honestly, Zach, it's none of their business. Yeah. I mean,
unless there's a ring or a commitment or
ain't happening. Yeah. Oh my God, that's never happening. But no, I mean, and it's not. If they ask, then yes, I'll tell. But like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm seeing like I didn't tell Hot Dog like, oh, I fucked Youngblood the other day. Like. No.
Well, yeah, you don't need to brag about it.
No, and also I'm being safe. I'm getting tested every 90 days. I'm doing all the safe sex and things that I can with my partners. I have open discussions with them and stuff. And so, yeah, no, I don't tell unless they ask. And they usually don't like the answer. And the guys that are around and we have incredible time together and we're on the same page, they don't ask. They just know. Yeah. And I'm sure they have girls too. Good for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you select a new play partner?
Based on some of those rules right there, like, you know, and I think a big one for me is what kind of energy are they bringing to me? Mm-hmm. And you know, I don't know. I just get the vibe, you know, I don't really have like a selection process. I definitely am attracted to certain things. Confidence is number one. But I don't know. I don't really have like a
if the dick
checklist.
pic doesn't make you go blah when they send it.
You know what's funny? All the guys I'm fucking, they don't send dick pics, and I don't send things. But you know what I mean? Like that's just not a thing because I'm seeing it in real life in my mouth in my fucking pussy. Like,
so guys, quit sending them.
No, I know nobody wants that. I mean, and if sexing is your thing, god damn, do it. You know, my dom
But again,
and I,
consent is very sexy, and that is still a consensual
like when I get
act.
new toys, I show my dom because he loves that, and I love showing him, and like that's super fun for us. But again, that's also a trusted relationship. Like you can't just people are so it's crazy how they put themselves out there. It's nuts.
In the world of things never get removed from the internet.
Never. Yep.
A little too loose with those types of photos.
Yeah. So do I have like a checklist or anything? No. I just go off the vibes. And I know. I've healed and grown enough in my life. I know who the fuck I am. And I know what I want. You know?
I mean, if you ever
which is terrifying for a lot of men out there. But
if you ever need a screening process.
You?
Yeah.
Just haven't. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll come up with a list of questions.
Oh, okay. I mean.
I've actually never met any of your play partners.
I know. You know what, Zach? I was going to tell you something. I have not had feelings for anyone in 2 years. Not a soul. No one. And sometimes I think to myself, what's wrong? But I'm just not at a point to allow that. Like I'm not at a point to let anyone in. And that might change. That could change tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm focusing on myself. I'm doing me. It does make me
like. You have enough balls in the air. You don't need them constantly in your bed too. Like
yeah, and like I don't know. I mean, eventually I hope that changes, but for right now, it's just where I'm at.
You're just like,
and I'm okay with it. Yeah, and I do.
Good. Every now and again, you just. Okay, so are we ready to wrap this bitch up?
Yep.
So
we're going out tonight with Katina.
Yes.
So fucking excited. I get to have both of my best friends going out with me same time. And I'm all slutted up, looking good, feeling good. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys. Great. Yeah. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys. So yeah, let's wrap this up.
And the best thing is your best friends actually like each other.
We're
not like the jealous, like, oh, you can't be best friends with her. Oh my God.
Oh my God. It's hilarious because I sent Katina this TikTok and it was like when your best friend has another friend and the girl's just like, fuck her. And I sent it to her. I go, yeah, don't fuck with me. Oh, it's funny.
So what do your cravers have to look forward to next season? What other crazy shit are you getting into?
So much. You know, I do have some guests that I'm really looking forward to having on. One of my friends has never experienced an orgasm. And we're going to talk about that.
How old are they?
I know. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. And then I'm going to have Mai back. I'm so excited. I actually was talking with her last night. That girl has some wild dating stories. She's out there in the wild like me, you know. And just, I'm going to really focus on bringing in some new guests, people that I'm meeting on TikTok or on Instagram, and just really, I just love how I'm able to meet all different types of people through this show and share lots of different experiences and giving that back to my cravers, you know. And also I have lots of events coming up, lots of lifestyle stuff. I'm spending weekends with people. Like I'll be talking about that. You know, the shit don't ever stop. So I'll be taking notes during the off season. So season 4 is going to start Tuesday, June 13th. I can't even believe like the year is flying by, and also 4 seasons. Like it's going to be season 4.
I remember when you were just a baby.
I know.
With your little
in the podcast closet.
In your little closet
I
with your $90 desk and your $5 microphone.
Hey,
just a girl with a dream.
Somewhere.
Just a girl with a dream and a credit card with a low limit.
Yeah. And, you know, speaking of podcasts, I have some really big news to drop right now.
Oh, an exclusive.
It's an exclusive.
Is it exclusively
for me.
Exclusive?
Yeah. So I've been working really fucking hard behind the scenes with Tracy's dog, and I've built an incredible partnership with them. And I am so excited to say that I've signed with them and their company. And I am going to be the host of their new podcast show, Toy Stories. And Zach, I'm so excited. Like seriously, I'm so passionate about toys and self-pleasure, having orgasms, being sex positive, and this show is going to embody all of that. So not only that, I'm going to be on video. You're going to see your girl.
You're
going to see your girl. You're going to see it all. Tits up, baby. Okay. So the show is going to be dropping every week. I think I don't have an official drop date for the launch, but once I get it, I'll be sharing it on my Instagram, TikTok, website, everywhere. Super fucking excited about this. My first episode, you're going to get to know Tracy's dog, get to know a little bit more about me, including my first toy experience and how I really fell in love with sex toys.
Were we talking about the swing when you were 6?
Yeah. My first orgasm when I was 9. And then I'm going to have there's going to be episodes how to. So how to OG clit sucker, how to use Rosie. Pro tips. I mean, this is going to be so huge for me, and I hope for everyone out there, because it's a pointed place where I can say, hey, you want to learn how to use Rosie? Hit episode 5 on Toy Stories, and it's Toy Stories, STORIEZZ, like a little buzz.
Z.
Toy Stories.
You're doing that and also doing midlife craving, so you're never going to sleep.
Yep.
No time to eat.
Yep. No. You know
guys,
what?
You know how hard she's working for you.
I know.
Working harder than a 5-cent whore on a Friday night.
I know I'm crazy. I know it's a lot, but I can't turn it off. And when you're passionate about something and you find your purpose and your why and your passion in life, it's just impossible to turn it off. And so this opportunity with Tracy's dog it's been huge. And we've been working so hard. And I want to say I absolutely love their team. Mm-hmm. And that's huge for me. Good vibes. We work so well together. Like the collaboration has been a dream. It's a dream team, like for real. And I've loved Tracy's dog since 2017. This isn't new. In fact, when I first got an affiliation with them, I remember celebrating thinking, holy shit, like I love them. And now I work for them. And that's pretty fucking cool. So you're going to see Toy Stories dropping probably next month. Mm-hmm. And then I am back on Tuesday, June 13th for season 4 of Midlife Craving. Fucking nuts. I can't imagine. We'll see. But you can follow along. And I have this weekend coming up with Cozy in Virginia Beach. We're going to have a blast. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram at Midlife Craving, because I share so much on my stories over there. And then if you ever have questions, I always try to respond to my DMs. And you can always hit me up on my website or send me an email, midlifecraving@gmail.com. Lots of ways to stay in touch. And you're going to see me. I'm going to be out there.
More than normal.
So excited. I'm really, really, really excited. So you know what? And I wanted to take a moment and just say thank you to my cravers. I started this podcast, like you said, I was just a single mom with a dream in her basement, press and record. And I had no idea.
Well, except for the one time you didn't press record, but I'll stop bringing that up by season 5.
Hashtag too soon for you still?
Yeah.
I know today you're like, don't forget to press record. Right. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But no, and my cravers it's been an incredible ride. It's just insane. 2 years, 2 years, almost 3.
Yeah.
Which is just wild. And I'm looking forward to what's next. It's going to be big.
Yes.
And hard and long and strong and wet. Yes. All right, cravers. I will see you back here on Tuesday, June 13th.
Bye, bitches.
Stay hot. Yes. Be like us. All those words, as we just said.
Yes.